best ever and the complete bowler you ever seen. One name comes up straight away, Malcolm Marshall.
Imagine a bowler who stood only 5 foot 11 inches but could make the best batsman in the world flinch as if facing a freight train. No bluster, no theatrics, just raw pace, surgical control, and an aura that broke minds. Was Malcolm Marshall cricket's most terrifying bowler?
That was fast. And we're bowled, must be gone.
My best fast bowler of all time.
World-class fast bowler. Marshall was able to adapt to any condition.
That was fast.
Unplayable, he was a real great.
The West Indies in the 1980s had giants, Holding, Garner, Roberts, but the name that sent a chill through batsmen wasn't the tallest or loudest, it was Malcolm Marshall. Shorter in stature, but a nightmare with the ball. He didn't rely on intimidation speeches. His silence, his seam movement, his pace, those spoke volumes.
And we're bowled, must be gone.
So, what made him so terrifying? Born in Bridgetown, Barbados, on April 8, 1958, Marshall wasn't built like the stereotypical fast bowler, but he unlocked something rare, the ability to extract pace, swing, seam, and bounce from seemingly nothing. He could make a new ball dart both ways at 90 miles per hour, and the control, surgical. While others relied on brute force, Marshall bowled with cricketing intelligence, reading batsmen, adjusting mid-over, and mixing 6 different deliveries seamlessly in one spell. In 1979, at just 21, Marshall joined Hampshire in English county cricket. The seeming English conditions sharpened his weapons, cutters, seam movement, and that deceptive skid. He even overlapped with Andy Roberts, giving Hampshire 2 of the world's deadliest quicks in their attack. Beyond the cricket, he found stability, living with Colin and Shirley Cowdrey, who became mentors and family in England. That support system helped him thrive away from home, refining both his craft and mindset. What made Marshall more than just fast? It was unpredictability and control. He didn't need to shout to dominate. His intensity did it for him. Batsmen didn't know which delivery was coming, and even when they thought they did, it would behave differently, sliding, rising, cutting, reversing. One of the most infamous moments came in a one-day international at Sabina Park when he bowled a brutal bouncer that shattered Mike Gatting's nose. Gatting was wearing a helmet without a grill, and the ball blasted through, a violent reminder of raw pace. Footage of blood on the pitch, Gatting writhing in pain.
That's in the nose. I think X marks the spot quite aptly, actually.
The cricket world sat up and it pushed safety equipment forward. Numbers tell a story, but with Marshall they barely scratched the surface. In the 1984 England series, despite a fractured left hand, he took 24 wickets in 4 tests at an average of 18.2. He became more dangerous the longer he bowled. His first-class career, especially for Hampshire, was staggering. Over 1,650 wickets at 19.10, including a best of 9 for 31 in an innings. In tests, 376 wickets in 81 matches at an average of 20.94, still one of the best ever. He struck roughly every 46.7 balls, meaning he took a wicket nearly every 8 overs. In ODIs, 157 scalps at an average of 26, and in List A games, over 500 wickets. How does Marshall stack up against modern speed demons? Mitchell Johnson, Dale Steyn, Shoaib Akhtar, even Jasprit Bumrah. Raw pace? Shoaib had it. Swing? Steyn could weave magic. Variation and death game mastery? Bumrah is a modern marvel. But Marshall combined all of that. Pace, movement, adaptability across conditions, pitch types, and formats. He wasn't a one-dimensional threat. He was a full-spectrum nightmare. That's why many historians slot him in the top 3 fast bowlers of all time, not just for numbers, but for psychological dominance. Marshall's influence didn't end with his playing days. He became a mentor to the next generation. Names like Sean Pollock and Dale Steyn have cited his impact. He taught bowlers how to think, not just bowl. He brought humility with dominance. Opposing players respected him for both his fire and his sportsmanship. Today, in both the Caribbean and England, his name carries reverence. Stands bear his name, young bowlers study his side-on action, and coaches still teach lessons traced back to his methods. His life was brief. Marshall passed away in 1999 at just 41 after battling colon cancer. But the cricketing world didn't lose him. They passed on his teachings, his ethos, his quiet but terrifying presence. From the fear he induced in the crease to the calm guidance he offered afterwards, Malcolm Marshall's story is one of mastery born from unexpected places. So, was Malcolm Marshall cricket's most terrifying bowler? Terrifying isn't just about speed, it's about control, unpredictability, the ability to haunt a batsman's mind long after the ball has passed. From the violence of his bounces to the whisper of a cutter that ended your wicket without warning. He didn't just take wickets, he dominated minds. The answer? Yes. In his prime, he was fear personified and genius in motion.